Good afternoon and welcome, yes, indeed, to the Mark Mosey Show as we have a special edition interview we're doing right now. And if you're watching this, it does look like we're an episode of the Brady Bunch. Yes, we are joined by Eastern Florida State College men's basketball with head coach Thomas Gray. I know I got SID Mike Parsons and the man of the hour, Cory, who is now committed to go play D1 basketball there at East Carolina, the Pirates. Yes, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start to go over this great announcement with the man who called me, I think it was yesterday morning. Yes, SID and good friend of mine, Mr. Mike Parsons. Don't worry, Coach. We'll go to you in a second. I know you got to get some love here. Michael, Michael, how you doing today, buddy?
Doing good. Yeah, the men's basketball team has some big news around town today, so that's a good thing. So Cory Caulker,
you called
East Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And then Felipe Patino is going to be going to Memphis. Freddie Salam-Sila is going to Arkansas State. And then Imandrick Erkins-Ford will be going to Jacksonville State. So 4 D1s off of our men's basketball team this year.
Yeah, you called me yesterday, and this is a big story. It really is. And congratulations to all the players. And we're going to hear from Cory in a minute, and especially for Coach Gray. Yeah, you called me and you were like, oh, I got something for you. I do. I really do. So, Mike, how proud are you of the program, especially the success they've had over the last couple of years, and especially these guys going on to D1 basketball?
Yeah, it's amazing to see that, the guys played here on the court. They worked hard all season, and it paid off with Division I scholarships. And, as a junior college, that's all you can really hope for is that they come, they play well for us, they do what they need to do, and they move on to a high D1, and then we can watch them on TV. What could be better than that?
Yeah, that is really cool. Before I go to Coach, what other sports you working on right now, buddy, with Eastern Florida?
Yeah, so next week's going to be busy. Both the men's, women's golf teams are in the national tournament. The men's and women's tennis teams are in the tournament, and softball heads to the state tournament next week in Clearwater.
So you'll get vacation sometime in July?
July, yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's what
and then, of course, soccer starts mid-July. So, yeah, we'll get a week or so.
I just want to ask this, and we'll go to Coach. Do you, like these Division I schools or other schools, do they all right, I need to talk to Mike Parsons for 5 minutes. Does this happen to you?
That part doesn't, but I start getting emails, so I know where they're looking. So, for Cory and for Felipe, real early, they're like, hey, can I get this? Can I get that? I need more stats. I need, so I start to get the feel that they're wanted people pretty early in the process.
That's good. That is good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mike. Mike works, especially one of the hardest working men here in Brevard County. I wanted to start with him. He needs some love. He does. Okay, Mike, I'll just say this. Mike, I'll see emails at 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, did you see tennis? I was like, man, this guy's not sleeping. Okay. All right, let's go to Coach Gray. My man, Coach, how you doing today?
I'm fantastic, Mark. It's always a good day when I can get on your show. I'm always feeling good about myself.
You should. Checks in the mail. I appreciate those kind words. I do. Coach, Michael just said you got 4 players, including Cory. They're going to move on from you. I know it's kind of bittersweet. You're losing them, but how excited are you for all your players moving on to that next level?
Well, that's ultimately, why we're doing this is to create opportunities for young men and, through the game of basketball to go achieve, something that they've always been dreaming of. And for a lot of these guys, that is to go play Division I basketball. And so, that's, to these guys' credit, that's just our first 4 that have decided to go. We're going to have multiple signees that are still to come because it's still kind of early, in the recruiting, not early, but it's still got some time to go in the recruiting process for even the team this year. So, man, I could not be more excited. This year, as Mike will tell you, this was a special group of young men that their character matched their basketball ability. And they were really good basketball players, Mark. I mean, I think I would put the talent level on our team against any team in the United States of America. I thought we were one of the best, teams in the country. We only lost 5 games all year. Every loss was by 5 points or less. And to every team that we lost to made the national tournament. So, our biggest regret is just not getting to that national tournament to be able to fight for a national championship, because I did think that we were a team that, one of 8 or 10 teams that could have won it. But, it doesn't take away from the type of basketball players that these guys are. And so it's just we're going to see the special caliber of guys that we had here as these guys like Cory go off to Division I and make a name for themselves. And we'll see them playing in March on CBS in the tournament, and they'll be talking about it. And I tell you, it'll be a great reflection of Eastern Florida. And that's what I'm looking forward to the most for this college. Okay, Coach, Cory's right there. We're going to go to him in a second. What did you see from his game? I know it's like a best man speech now. You're gonna praise him. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What did you see the growth in his game as a basketball player this season at Eastern Florida? Well, it's easy to talk good about Cory because of who Cory is, how he was raised by his parents, the family he comes from. I joke with Cory, and not really even joke, but I spent multiple nights recruiting him when I would stay up till 11 or 12 o'clock, and I was watching film of him online through a video software platform that we call Synergy in basketball. And so I was watching all of his games from his previous school on Synergy. And as I was watching it, I was coming from Vanderbilt and coming from, the SEC, and I was watching this kid, play the game. And I was like, man, what am I missing that he is still available to go to a junior college? Why is a Division I not taking him right now? Because I was used to watching, guards like Mark Sears at Alabama, scouting against him, or, Wade Taylor at A&M. And I see these guys that are the same height as Cory. Cory's doing the same stuff they were doing. And I'm like, what am I? So eventually I call, Cory and his dad, and I'm like, look, if you will just give me a shot just to be a part of your journey, just a little small part of your journey, and you come to Eastern Florida, I promise you, we'll do our very best to get you on the same level as those guys, because we just saw it in him. And kind of what I was saying about our team, but Cory, being the leader of it, as good of a basketball player as Cory was, and I saw him on film, when I started talking to him on the phone, I realized, man, this guy is a unbelievable young man. And so he is going to be easily sold and marketed to these Division I programs. And when they come in to watch him practice, they're going to watch him practice and be like, man, this kid's got a lot of talent. Well, then they're going to talk to him. They're going to look at his grades. They're going to, talk to his friends about how he is outside of basketball. And at the end of the day, you're going to find out, man, this is a special guy on and off the floor. And so, there's really nothing, I tell our guys, the secret is there's no secret, Mark. The secret is there's no secret. You got to come in, you got to do the work. We can put the roadmap in front of you, but at the end of the day, it takes these guys coming in here and doing their part. And Cory did that. Every rep of every drill and every practice, he went at 100% speed. And I saw that from our first workout. I was like, there's no way this kid can keep it up. And sure enough, the last practice that we had, Cory's going just as hard as he was the first practice that we had in June. And so, this kid's got unlimited potential. Couldn't be more proud of him. Proud to call him a member of my family. And so I can't wait to see what he does in years to come. Let's go to Cory. Was that good? Thumbs up, the recommendation from Coach. Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I loved it. It was good.
Well, Coach, that was awesome what you said. Cory, how excited are you? We'll go to you. How excited are you? Because I know you had multiple schools looking at you. I know you signed this big NIL deal. You're going there to East Carolina. How excited are you to be a Pirate going into next season then?
I'm very excited, honestly. I'm just counting my days till I touch campus there, and I'm just ready to go there and make an impact for sure.
What was it like? You're on campus, and again, I know we saw some of the rumors where there's Louisville, there's these other big programs. When you were there on campus, you're talking to the coaches. What did you like there for that Division I school?
Really, it was so like basically me and my family, we made like a list of what we're looking for in the program, and so like 1 was like playing time, 2 style of play, 3 is like location, 4 academics, and then 5 it was just the coaching staff. And the coaching staff really stuck out to me. yeah, they were like calling me every day, texting me, and that really means a lot to me. So that shows that they really want me, and yeah, so that basically.
Was it nice also? Like, I know, look, we're here in Central Florida. We're here in Brevard County, which is very far because you're originally from Virginia.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you like that also moving forward? Hey, my family won't be that far away from that campus now.
Yes, that definitely had a impact in it as well, for sure. I would say, yeah.
Coach was saying very nice things. And by the way, when I get married, Coach will be doing my best man speech. That was fantastic. You will. What did you take out of your experience then at Eastern Florida playing this past season then?
I really learned a lot, honestly. Coach, he always pushed me. He always, because I was always like a good leader by example, but he pushed me to be like more of like use my voice more. And yeah, I feel like I grew over time. Started to learn things. Started to learn how to take like the right shots at the right times, and just like be a good defender as well. Because that was something I was slacking, and he made me a better defender and vocal leaders.
On the website, Cory, it says you're listed at 6 feet tall. It's
Mhm.
okay. We have Mike on the spot here. Are you 6 feet? Are you 6'3"? You can let the people know. How tall are you exactly?
I'm 6 feet, but with my hair out, I'm like 6'2".
Yeah, I noticed that. The
Yeah.
team photo, the hair is bigger. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's how we do this. Okay.
Yes.
You talk about becoming a better defender.
Yes.
A guy, you're 6 feet. How hard is that as a basketball player where you are, and I'm sorry, I'm the same height, where you are kind of shorter out there on the court?
Well, really, you just got to use your height to advantage. You're smaller, so you're closer to the ball when they're like bouncing it. So really just being a pest and just making it hard for the offensive player to score or get into like the set, like offensively.
Who are some of your favorite players that you looked up to growing up?
I looked up to Trae Young a lot, just like smaller guards, Chris Paul. Yeah, but I'll say those are the main two I was watching: Chris Paul, Trae Young. And yeah, those are the main.
You
two.
like the shorter guys. I understand.
Yeah,
I get it. When you see those guys play in person, you're like, how are you doing this? Like, it's incredible. When you stand by Trae Young, your coach and Mike will know this. Like, the Magic used to have DJ Augustine on the team, who's about as tall as we are, and you're like, how? What? And Jameer Nelson, another guy, who played in this area. So that's good. So, all right, have you seen Trae Young play in person yet? Have you done this?
I saw him like once.
Once. Okay.
Yes.
Who is your favorite team growing up for basketball?
Oh, honestly, it was I was a Steph Curry fan for a little bit, so I was a little bit at Golden State. Then everyone hopped on the bandwagon, so I just went to Trae Young.
You got off, right?
Yeah.
So if we ask your family who's their favorite player, is the answer Cory? Is that what it needs to be? You're their favorite player.
That's what it needs to be. I'll say that's what it would need to be for sure.
That's what it needs to be. Okay.
Yeah.
We wear, is it number 5 on Eastern Florida? Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
So for all the Pirates fans watching, do we want to wear number 5 as well, or does it not matter what number we're going to wear?
I'll wear number 5.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. No. So, Coach Gray, can I wear number 5 for Eastern Florida next year? Is it open? If
you have extremely big shoes to fill if you do that. So just be aware if you do that, like that you got big shoes to fill.
Yeah, there's that old saying: you don't want to follow the legend. You want to follow the legend.
No, you don't. Okay, Cory, is there a 3-point shot that you feel like you can hit on the court?
No, sir.
No. So logo, we're good to go wherever we need to shoot.
Yes,
anytime.
Yes.
Did you dunk in a basketball game this year for Eastern Florida?
I tried, and Coach Gray, he yelled at me, pulled me out, and yelled at me.
Okay, tell us what. During a blowout, was it a key possession? What happened when you tried to dunk the ball?
It was a blowout. I was up there, and it just bounced off the rim, and then I was hanging on the rim, and I got a tech, and it just made it worse. And I knew I was gonna get subbed out as soon as it happened.
Okay, so if it would have gone in, it would have been a great moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The minute it missed, you knew right away. See, this is court awareness.
Yeah.
I knew Coach was going to be angry, And then did your teammates make fun of you? What happened?
Oh, they definitely made fun of me when we got back to the locker room when Coach Gray wasn't there.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Cory, was there a moment this year that you're always going to cherish where you're on the court, you guys got a big win? I know that's a loaded question, but maybe there's one or two moments where you're like, you know what, this was awesome. I really like playing here at Eastern Florida.
It probably was at Idaho again when we won against CSI. We were just cherishing the moment, and we were playing. It was their tournament. They were hosting it, and it was just something I will like never forget. And then Coach Gray running in the locker room, we were like spraying them with the water. It was just a good feeling.
That was good.
Yeah.
Are you gonna miss your teammates?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is like the closest I've been with like a group of people, like my team. It's like we seen each other every day. We're hanging out like off the court, not just on the court. So I feel like that's what really also helped us with our success and on the court as well.
Are you proud of your teammates, the other three guys that are going to go on to bigger things?
Yeah, for sure. And Felipe is actually going to be in my conference, so I'll get to see him too and play him. So, but yeah, I'm happy for those guys. They work extremely hard. So, yeah.
That's really cool. Okay. We are student athletes here at Eastern Florida. This is very key. Okay. So you're going to go Division I. You're going to East Carolina. We're all excited for you. All right. Have we picked the major yet, or what your favorite studies are? What are you going?
I'm going to be doing business.
Going. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, yeah, I apologize. With the stream, what was the major you're going to pick?
Business management. Yeah.
Okay, business. So we're going to hit a 3 with the Pirates. And we're going to say it's all business, baby.
All business.
Or no, that's what I would do. Exactly what I do. Okay. Cory, how can we follow you on social media for all the ladies watching? How can we do this? We need to know.
Just follow my IG. I'll try to keep you guys posted as much as possible. But yeah, I'll probably just say my Instagram. It's just my name, Cory.Caulker. That's it.
I love it. All right. Before we let you go, Coach, I wanted to ask this. I know you're very excited for your players, but then you got to move forward. Is it recruiting season now, nonstop for you?
It is. Yeah, it is definitely recruiting season for the Titans, trying to sign new guys to fill the void, left by guys like Cory, Felipe, Freddie, and Amandrick, and the rest of the guys that are moving on. The beautiful thing about JUCO is that, we're here, obviously to be a platform to promote these guys to the next level. And the tough thing about JUCO is that these guys, come here for 7 or 8 months at some point and then they're gone. So you got to find, guys just like Cory and Cory, these guys aren't going to be easily replaced. I mean, Cory is signing, one of the largest NIL deals in college basketball history by a junior college player. Just to show you the type of player that he is. All these other guys, I wish we could total up all their NIL dollars and donate them to the program or something, Cory. But with all the stuff that they're able to do, I could not be more excited for them. But just when you see how much they are wanted, and valued by Division I programs, you realize that you had something special. Just being transparent. And so, like I was mentioning, joking with you about the number 5, the next guy that wears number 5, the next guy that wears all this, Eastern Florida jersey at every position is going to have big shoes to fill. So, this was a team that, was ranked as high as 8th in the country. We were in the top 25 every week of the season except for 2. And again, I thought we were, if you were to ask any coach in America, one of the best, teams in the country, we'd be in the top 10 of anybody's list. So, I think we're actually one of 2 teams in the United States of America that their entire starting 5 is going to sign Division I. And so, man, yeah, it's recruiting season, but it is going to be hard to replace the Eastern Florida Titans of 2024-25. I'll tell you that.
You're absolutely right. I'll just say this. There's going to be a moment. This is time traveling. Cory's going to be on campus in January there at East Carolina, and he's going to have a big winter coat on, and he's going to be like, get me back to Florida.
Let's go. Let's do it. Hey, if we could find him a 3rd year of eligibility, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Before I let you go, Mike, I'll let you finish. Okay, so what do you got coming up this week for Eastern Florida sports?
Yeah, definitely. So Tuesday I leave for Clearwater. Softball begins Wednesday. Men's and women's tennis both play. Men's and women's golf both play. Men's and women's golf is in Kansas. Women's tennis is in Texas. So I'll go right from the state tournament in softball right to men's tennis in South Carolina.
That is awesome. That really is. All right, Cory, I'll just say this. Good luck, man. We're all going to be rooting for you next season. I hope you know that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So for Cory, Mike, and Coach Gray, I'm Mark Moses. This has been your basketball update for Eastern Florida here on the Mark Moses Show. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. You too.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.